folks, welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel, whichever it is you today, and I was about to say, welcome back to the Ultimate Red Velvet Ranking. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I trying to cause myself pain? It's not the Ultimate Red Velvet Ranking, I'm just enjoying today. But I will say, when I do album parties like this, I do like to, at the end of these album parties, pick a favourite song, and I will be doing that. You will notice as well, I'm checking out Surfin Boy again. I'm not checking out the MV for reasons, but I do want to hear the song again to see if it grows even more, you know, because I've still only heard it that one time when I did the original reaction. So yeah, again, I've not heard anything or seen anything. Well, you can't really see a B-side if it doesn't have a music video, you know? You can't really do that. But yeah, I've not heard a millisecond from anything, and that included Surfin Boy, but that absolutely goes for these B-sides too. Some of these song titles make me a little bit nervous, because Red Velvet B-sides in general make me a little bit nervous, but when some of the song titles ask what some of the song titles are on this album, I want to say as well, Shadow by Yoongi, like, I thought I'd get reactions up quick. Jeez. Like, I haven't got all the lyric videos or the color coded for this yet, but there's already 2. And I'm doing this not long after it's all done. So it may be some mistakes in the color coded. So just let you know there. These photographs. Mermaids. Right, this will be interesting. I wasn't looking at the lyrics as well, so I can look at the lyrics this time. Because how can I look at the lyrics? That drop is really cool. Forgot that. Oh god, I forgot that happened. I forgot that happened at the end. Was there a need to deliver it like that, Bay? Was there a need to deliver it like that? My lord. I just had a thought now, and this is going to be interesting too, and this is something I like to do for K-pop, obviously. I just had a thought while listening to the song then, and I didn't think it when checking out the music video, because of course you know it's the comeback and everything like that, because you know it is. I don't know if this feels like a title track to me. And I don't mean that as a negative. I don't mean that as a negative. Like, I've heard, as far as the rhythm of this song and the pace of it and the way that it kind of grooves, not to say that I've heard a Red Velvet B-side that has this exact sound or anything like that. Obviously not. But, like, it feels a bit like a Red Velvet B-side to me in some ways. I don't know why. I didn't think that earlier. But I kind of do now in some ways, which obviously is a compliment if you call something a Red Velvet B-side. But it does. It doesn't feel like, if you look at like Cosmic, for example, Cosmic, like, is to me 1000% a beast. 1000%, I messed that up. 1000% a title track. You know, Psycho, 1000% a title track. Feel My Rhythm, my God, I don't think you can get more of a title track than Feel My Rhythm. Not saying that it is my favorite title track, but you can't get a more title track sort of sound in some ways. And just the vibe of this in some ways, even though of course I know you can have a chill title track, of course you can, but the vibe of this, I just had this thought, like, and it wasn't even, I don't know if you may actually, if you watch this back, you might actually clock when it was like very 3/4 of the way throughout the song. I was just like, this doesn't feel too much like, so this is very curious for me, that if there's going to be any other songs on this album, on this release, where I go, oh, that feels a bit more like a title track in some ways. Because I think sometimes when people say that, they think, oh, you mean that's the best song? No. You know, title tracks are title tracks for a reason. You know, obviously they want to get as many years on it as possible when it comes to listeners and everything, and viewers when it comes to music videos, but more the listener aspect of the song. But like, they're not really still designed to be your favorite song. And if you look at my Red Velvet ranking, check the Red Velvet Reactions playlist, you will find out that there is not a title track in the top spot at the moment. But they do still have great title tracks. But yeah, I just had that thought then. Another thought I had, which I didn't really say initially, even though I'm not checking out the MV again, I want to say, I didn't say this, and I swear I did notice it at the time, the peekaboo sort of references that were in the music video, with the fact that has that pizza delivery guy, was he not killed by Red Velvet, or was he just put into the ocean and turned into a mermaid, and then he came back about how many years later? When was Peekaboo? He just came back that, you know, that long later, and he's suddenly a mermaid, and he's looks like he's a different person. I don't know. Low. And of course Yeri with a crossbow too. I was a bit distracted by well, I don't know, Red Velvet looking like mermaids, to be honest with you, the first time, guys. But yeah, that's something I should have clocked down. But yeah, this song, I don't know, I don't want to get the genre wrong, because I'm not, even though I love Latin music and I love Latin influences, I don't want to say full-on Latin vibes with this song, but is it samba? Because like, the rhythm and the percussion of this song in some ways reminds me of, off the top of my head, another great K-pop summer song, which is Alcohol Free by Twice. It's got that sort of rhythm to it. It has differences, obviously, but it's got that sort of rhythm to it at times with percussion, which kind of follows it through. But yeah, very nice song. Very nice song. I stick by what I said earlier. It's not my favorite title track that I've heard at this time. I have to say, and don't get me wrong, they all look beautiful in the music video, and this isn't just because of my, you know, way of not loving certain elements in the music video. I enjoyed it more the second time round, and I don't know if that's just because of the growing aspect of listening to a song for a second time, which can be, obviously, or it's just the fact of, again, this feels more like a B-side. So with B-sides, unless they release a music video for them, you just listen to it. And that's kind of what that was like for me there. But yeah, man, harmony, like, there's some things you don't even need to say, like vocal harmonies, Red Velvet, like especially near the end. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, the next song is called Hot Girls Cold Vibe. Just clocked this, by the way. This artwork, that it reminds me with the use of flowers and all the vibrant colors of some of the other Red Velvet artworks, I would say. But anyway, Hot Girls Cold Vibe. Here we go.
느꼈지 딥해지는 그 time 잠시 놔볼래 그 전화 이런 저녁 yeah we look nice 부드러운 바람이 좋아 가파른 코너를 돌아 hot girl 우리 날지 cool vibe 내 맘이 들리니 서두르지는 마 좀 더 천천히 오려 시간은 너와 내 거니까 왜 헷갈려 하니 네 맘대로 하면 돼
Oh my god, I'm gonna do something, folks, here that I don't want to do. I'm gonna betray my own people. I'm a non-pause reactor, folks, if you don't know. For a brief second, I'm gonna become the other side. Time to become a pause reactor for a moment, because there is no other way to tackle what the hell is going on here. So we'll say that's a way to start a song. That's a way to start a song. That's a way to start a song. Having those five, not just harmonize singing, but harmonize breathing.
느꼈지 딥해지는 그 time 잠시 놔볼래 그 전화 이런 저녁 yeah we look nice 부드러운 바람이 좋아 가파른 코너를 돌아
I will say this. That song there, and you're gonna notice my word in here. That song there, I really like. That song there, I really like. What they do, right, there's the car. What they do, and I know what they're doing, and I get why they're doing it. They are using the soundscapes of the traffic as a way to be a bridge between these different songs that are in this one song. And they do it the first time, and it's going to catch you off guard, in a good way or a bad way. It's going to catch you off guard. And then what they're doing throughout the song is that they do it a few times, so they actually try to get you used to it, so that you already know, because that's what happened with me. You already know that when you hear that traffic and when you hear that car, the song is about to change. And that's very clever. And I see what they're doing. I'll get to my thoughts on it in a moment. This song is very 90s. This song. As in the last 20 seconds, this song. Not that song that was about 40 seconds ago. This song. This song is very 90s. Like the beat, there's like, it's even got a kind of 90s screech to it at the same time. And it's got a bit of a like hip hop bass. So it's like a 90s hip hop R&B bass to it in some ways. And I actually like this song as well. Shall we continue? There was a bit of a switch again there. It's not a switch, really. It's not a switch. It just builds up intensity, and it goes from being a 90s vibe to being a 90s vibe with very modern production over it, with like that like wash. It's kind of like, I don't know, not dubstep, but like there's this electronic wash that goes over it, which makes it really intense. Which, even though it's not a switch into another song, which happens a few times in this song, it's not just a switch into another song, but it does change the vibe still, I would say. But I think actually in a second it's going to add in another element that's going to change the vibe again. So I'm just going to rewind a little bit.
Baby, tell me what you're feeling. I can tell you really want it. Yeah, you really, really want it. 'Cause you're standing by me, girl. 너는 down, down. TikTok 시간 아까워. 우린 더 놀 거야. 지금 눈이 부신 네가 좋아. Baby, tell me what you're feeling.
Do you hear that screech, that 90s screech? That's what I'm talking about. There's a bit of synth that comes in here, which is actually very nice. And I think it goes well with like the intensity of what's going on with those chords. And I do like when that sort of, shocking for me to praise synth with Red Velvet, I do like when that synth comes in a little bit.
I can tell you really want it. Oh, you really want it. 'Cause you're standing by me, girl.
And we're about to switch.
멀리 반짝이는 neon sign. 이 도시는 우리 거야. 미끄러지듯 더 밟아. 불빛 속으로 we dive. Hot girl 우린 날지고 vibe. 내 맘이 들리니 서두르지는 마.
I will say this, listening to it a second time, I like the 90s song within this song. I love this song. And unfortunately, it's going to lead to one of my biggest bits of feedback for this song when we end. Awesome. And then you hear that traffic.
hurry, hit the floor. I want you to put it down, down. 처음 느낀 감대로 네가 원하는 게 맞아. 지금 눈이 부신 네가 좋아, baby tell me.
I do like those synth chords.
I can tell you really want it, yeah you really, really want it. 'Cause you're standing by me, girl. Don't worry about time, no. 모든 것이 달라질 거야, babe. Don't wait up, let's take off, let's dive in. 그 어떤 누구도 나를 맘대로 못해 모르겠니? And now hurry, hit the floor. I want you to put it down, down. 처음 느낌 감대로 네가 원하는 게 맞아. 지금 눈이 부신 네가 좋아, baby tell me what you feeling. I can tell you really want it, yeah you really, really want it. 'Cause you're standing by me. What you feeling? 헬라 아리스 따라와. 눈 끄덕 down, down. 틱톡 시간 아까워. 우리 더 놀고 down. 지금 눈이 부신 네가 좋아, baby tell me what you feeling. I can tell you really want it, ooh you really want it. 'Cause you're standing by me, girl.
You could probably guess where I'm going with this, folks. One of the songs within this song I like, and one of the songs within this song I love. And I'm actually I gotta be honest as always, I'm actually a little bit frustrated that the whole song isn't that song that I love. I will say this, it's always a risk with me. And I know a lot of people in K-pop, and I know people who love SM's stuff as well, will especially say that, there's so much of this in K-pop where they do these switches where you think it's a song and then they switch and it almost feels like another song entirely. And it can work for me, mind, don't get me wrong. It's risky for me. I won't lie, it's risky for me, but it can work for me. Normally the issue I have going from one song to the other is that it feels too abrupt a transition, which is why I do appreciate what they've done as far as using the traffic and the car soundscapes as a way to prepare you the fact that there's going to be a switch. So that's almost like the transition. Unfortunately, I just wish this was two separate songs. I won't lie. I just wish this was one song that I would love, and I wish this is one song that I would like. I don't love the intensity on the 90s like song within this. I don't love the intensity, to be honest with you. When it gets a bit intense, I wish it kind of stayed in that zone. There's nothing about the other part though. The way the song starts and that song within this song, I love everything about it. The ad-libs are fantastic at the end. They use Wendy's like high note as a way to transition as well, and Wendy's high note sounds absolutely insane. But I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, God, you've listened to 100 plus Red Velvet songs. Aren't you used to the experimental nature? And I'll be honest, folks, I think there's and I talk about this with a friend of the channel and stuff a lot. My experimental meaning for K-pop, I think, differs to some people, but I think there's some people who will understand it too. When people tell me that Red Velvet are the most experimental group under SM, or one of the most experimental groups under SM, I don't agree at all, because some people that say that are talking about all those little tiny sounds that are in the production and sounds that are in the mix in the back, like all those little details, and that experimental nature of it. Don't get me wrong, there are some Red Velvet songs that do have a switch and everything, but there is a lot of consistent structure. Feels like one song Red Velvet songs. But the people that say they're experimental, I think are talking more about the production elements. That's not with me. With me, let me tell you who I think should be called from, and again, I've probably not heard every artist or group that's ever been under SM. Let me tell you the two groups, actually, and someone's just said it in the chat there, because I am doing this live on Twitch. Number one is aespa. aespa, so many times, do unpredictable switches, and I would call them what I see as more as an experimental group, which is you think you're listening to a song and then they get a bit experimental and they're like, oh, do you know what, well, let's switch to this completely other song, that's what I'm talking about when I say experimental in K-pop. NCT is the other group too, but again, I've not heard absolute tons of NCT yet. I've heard a lot, but I've not heard tons of it. But aespa, like, I almost expect that from aespa in some ways. Of course, not talking about SM for a moment, but NMix. I mean, literally, that's their MO to do that. And like I said, for me, it can work. It's risky with me though, because I don't like feeling like I know where a song is gonna go and getting used to it and getting used to the sound, and the song can still go places while still feel like sounding the same song. I'm not a fan of trying to work a song out as I'm listening to it for the first time, to be honest with you. Now, again, that could be one element that surprises you. That's fine. But when you're constantly doing it, that for me takes away the enjoyment of the song. For me, that's just me though. That takes away the enjoyment of the song. I know some people love the switches and K-pop and stuff, but it takes it away for me a bit. Annoyingly though, like I said, everything that's here, except the car transitions, which are used, granted, because of the multiple songs aspect, everything that's here ranges from good, which is the 90s sort of song, to awesome. Awesome. It's a proper example of how you put it all together. You know, like having all the elements there, but how you put it all together. And I know there's a lot of people that would love this. I know there is, but this is what I'm saying. When people call Red Velvet experimental, I think we need to be more precise, because I'm not talking about their production or their soundscape elements and stuff. I'm talking about song structure and stuff myself, which again is a bit hit or miss for me. So frustrating. And, you know, listening to it a second time, granted, it was paused, which is not my ideal way to do it. Like, I was like, oh, could it grow on me? And what did grow on me is especially the way the first part of the song was. And I was just thinking, oh, man, if this just carried on like this and then just had a bit of progression, oh, man, I would have loved it. Would have loved it. So, anyway, that's Hawk Girls Cold Vibe. This is Orchestra. Now, when I looked at the song titles for this release, this is the one that sticks out a little bit, because of course not really summer vibes and everything like that in the title. So I'm curious what's going to happen here.
Orchestra. 이 공기 탓일까 빛이가 내려가 좀 더 높여 맞춰줘 Tune to my favorite 오늘의 기분은 마치 여름밤 속 위에서 느리게 춤을 추는 바람은 눈빛에 고마를 걸다 미끄러지듯 손을 잡고 미소 짓는 조심스레 내쉰 숨소리는 어느새 마을 가고 울림이 돼 시작되는 연주 Elegant, picturesque 이 공기엔 팝팝 하모니로 Elegant, picturesque 깊어진 밤의 멜로디는 벅벅벅벅 글쓴도 번져봐도 Elegant, picturesque orchestra moment
Joy on this song, by the way.
Gravitating, levitating, you're super dreamy. 클라라와 로버트의 이야기를 아이 운명인 걸까? 구름 뒤에 숨어있던 달의 모습을 드러내고 호수를 비춰 조금씩 변주된 분위기에 살며시 눈을 감고 젖어들다 계속되는 연주 Elegant, picturesque 이 공기엔 팝팝 하모니로 Elegant,
Are they singing in Spanish? In moments. I'm going to give this the same treatment for a completely different reason, folks. Oh, God, I'm becoming one of them. No, jokes completely, by the way. Great pause reactors out there.
Orchestra. 더워진 이 공기 탓일까 빛이가 내려가 좀 더 높여 맞춰줘.
The fact that this is beautiful, sexy, sultry, chill red velvet, like red velvet coated, but the fact that it's still got a kind of Latin summer vibe to it while being so kind of cinematic and atmospheric. I continue to say, you know, even though Coast the last song, what happened? These producers are good at their job, and that goes for the composers and the songwriters obviously as well.
오늘의 기분은 마치 여름밤 속 위에서 느리게 춤을 추는 바람은 햇빛에 고마를 걸다 미끄러지듯 손을 잡고 미소 짓는 너 조심스레 내쉰 숨소리는 어느새 마을 가고 울림이 돼 시작되는 연주 Elegant, picturesque 이 공기엔 팝팝 하모니로 Elegant, picturesque
Are they singing Elegant Dangerous? They know.
퍼진 봄의 멜로디는 벅벅벅벅 crescendo 번져가
They are singing in Spanish there. I'm not crazy, right? I'm no language expert, but they are singing in Spanish there. And the thing is, I could tell by the way that the melody sounded as well, and it sounds so good. It selfishly, even though, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with this song at all, it selfishly wants me to do a Spanish version full with this. Oh my God, that would be insane.
갑자기 쓱 다른 주제로 흘러간 사이 핑퐁 박자 밖으로 뛰어나간 우리 Gravitating, levitating, yeah we super dreamy 클라라와 로버트의 이야기 라이아이아이 운명인 걸까 구름 뒤에 숨어있던 나의 모습을 드러내고 호수를 비춰 조금씩 변주
Those strings that come in there, by the way, first off, Maltese's rap verse, and the fact that she delivered a little bit of it in a Latin flavour. Those strings that come in there, I don't know if I'm crazy, but when I heard it the first time, and I'm actually hearing it this time too, I wouldn't say this about the whole song, but that section, I was like, there's something about the production and the instrumental with those strings and the way they're singing. Why does this sound like it could be a James Bond song? Not the full song, this section here. Just hearing those strings come in, I could picture the titles and everything. I don't know why. Like a 60s or 70s James Bond song.
마음이
Oh my god, that's absolutely unbelievable. That song's absolutely unbelievable. Like, for me to, I listen to a lot of Red Velvet, folks. And weirdly in the gym, I listen to a lot of Red Velvet. When I'm on the downtime in the gym, I put on a lot of their R&B and their chill songs and everything like that. So to have a new song that can go into that, and I'd say that about Surfing Boy in some ways too, but this, to have a new song that can go into that, oh my god, cinematic, atmospheric, gorgeous, beautiful, sultry, sexy, like the instrumental and the way that it just like washes over you, and the way that this is still a summer song, you know, like I said the title and I was like, oh, the title looks a bit out of place, but listening to this, it is just showing a different side of what is this like Velvet Summer and everything that they're going for in this album. The vocal melodies again are stunning. I love that moment where they go a little bit, you know, Latin in their delivery and everything too. Absolutely love it. Joy on this song. I don't know if I'm crazy. I don't know if people have already pointed it out, but they all sound insane. Joy on this song. My words. Oh, Joy. Oh, Joy. She sounds absolutely insane. Yeah, outstanding. Outstanding. And, jeez. God, I feel melted after that, to be honest with you. Man, I wouldn't say this is a title track. Imagine if that had a music video, is all I'm saying. All I'm saying.